I die today, I'ma go and get some money. If I die today, I'ma go and get some money. If I die today, if I die today.
Cold flows for a cold mind, see a new world, but I'm so blind. Kick rocks when your time's up, better start digging like a coal mine. Cold heart, seen cold times, it's a bold move, but the sunshine raise up when you...
Good morning, ADA family. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. Guys, let's get right into the show here. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get this show started. Taking a look at the Cardano price here, guys. Looks like we're on a little bit of a downtrend here. I was hoping that Cardano could hold the $2 mark, but it wasn't meant to be. That's okay, though. A cheaper Cardano for me is a good thing, but for all the price bugs out there, I guess it's not a good thing. But all in all, guys, not too bad. Still at $1.96, dipping a little bit under the $2 mark that it held so strong. Man, a lot of people are poo-pooing on Cardano, and I understand, you know, with the likes of, you know, all the meme coins pumping and, you know, other coins pumping around it, people are going to get a little bit salty. It's human nature. It happens. But at the end of the day, guys, we're good. We're still good. Things are moving. We're going to be talking about another protocol today that I know a lot of you guys are excited about, Liqwid. We're going to be talking about that. Literally, Liqwid, you could do quadruple rewards. I don't know why I had a brain fart on that. Quadruple rewards. We're going to show you guys how to do that. Now, it's not finalized yet. The protocol has not come out fully yet, but in my limited understanding of how it works, I will try to do my best to explain that. So quadruple yield on your ADA, it allows you to also keep your ADA staked while providing liquidity on the Liqwid protocol. So that's pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline. We got a little bit of news here in a minute. We're going to talk about how the ADA is still being staked in the network, so people are not moving their ADA, which is definitely bullish. But look at that price again, dipping below $2, still a good buying point for me. Anything under a $5 Cardano is a steal in my humble opinion, not financial advice. But yeah, so we're going to be moving on, guys. Not too much to talk about with the price here. People are just down on it. There's not too much explosive news, so people aren't as excited as they were literally a month ago. But hey, crypto moves fast, people's attentions move fast, and that's just something we're going to have to contend with. So we're moving on. Thank you to One Community ADA for sponsoring this video. Ticker symbol ONECOMM. 0% margin fees until at least the end of June 2022, guys. So please take your ADA off of Coinbase. Go ahead, delegate it with ONECOMM, ticker symbol ONECOMM. Also follow them on Twitter. They post news updates. They post NFT giveaways, all kinds of stuff. They post information on how many blocks they've created as well. So these guys are amazing. Matter of fact, I think they minted 2 blocks this epoch. So congratulations to everybody staking with ONECOMM. Again, ticker symbol ONECOMM. All the information will be in the pinned comment down below. These guys have been around since the incentivized testnet, so they know how to run a stake pool, constantly minting blocks, and we love them. So thank you to One Community ADA, ticker symbol ONECOMM, and we're moving on. Now, before we get into the Liqwid breakdown here, let's take a look at this. The volume ADA staked on Cardano network reaches a all-time high. So Cardano saw the total ADA staked on the network hit a supply of 73.15%. That is absolutely crazy, guys, especially with all these crazy NFTs coming out. People are literally locking their ADA in because they believe in it. And not only that, guys, it's literally risk-free interest. You get free 5% interest just by staking your ADA. That's why I say get your ADA off Coinbase, guys. You need to start staking it. Get that 5% for free, literally risk-free. It's free money. I don't understand why people don't like free money, but hey, I like free money. Anyway, at this point, so we can see here that at this point, the total amount of ADA staked is 23.9 billion ADA, which means that less than 10 billion ADA is circulating in the markets right now. Now, I will say that that number is going to slowly creep up once a lot of these projects come out. Charles did a surprise AMA yesterday. He said that the Plutus application backend should be almost done by the end of November, which means that a lot of these projects are going to be coming online hopefully by the end of the year, early. He said something from now until February, we're going to start to see a lot of our favorite cryptos come online. Every day we've been mentioning a new product, a new decentralized application on the blockchain that's going to be released. I wish I could do more deep dives into these, but there's just not a whole lot of information unless I spend 5 hours, reading every Twitter post, reading every Discord thing. But for a quick overview, I've been trying to get some of these projects out. Today we're going to be talking about Liqwid. Let's get right on it. So Liqwid is something that you guys probably know about here. This was the first DeFi protocol to be announced on the Cardano blockchain. So it is definitely the most well-known one, and it is definitely the most exciting one. The reason why is some of the features in here are kind of crazy. So what is Liqwid? It's a liquidity protocol for interest rate curves. So think about it like Uniswap without the swap. I think there will be a swap, but think about it like Uniswap or Compound Finance. All right, guys, Compound Finance is where you can provide liquidity to a coin and borrow against it. So to provide liquidity to something, you provide the token, and by you providing the token, you allow people to make swaps. You allow people to, swap the token for lower fees. The more liquidity, the lower the fees. That's a horrible way to explain it. But again, I'm not I'm not a smart contract writer. But let's take a look at the fact here. So Liqwid is an algorithmic and non-custodial liquidity protocol for earning interest on supplied assets and borrowing Cardano native assets. So you can lend, you can borrow, and you can earn liquidity on that. Users supply an asset, a lender, when they call a markets contract mint function, and borrow against their supplied asset as collateral when they call the borrow contract. The Liqwid DAO LQ token unlocks the voting power for protocol users. We're going to get into LQ tokens later. So the lender, he deposits assets on the market. Okay, so if I supply liquidity, if I supply ADA to Liqwid, I will be receiving Q tokens as interest. Okay, I can borrow from Liqwid Finance, and I have to lock a sufficient number of Q token collateral, which means typically in crypto, loans are over collateralized, which means you need to lock more of the crypto than you're getting back on a loan. And the reason why you need to do that is because crypto is very volatile, and if you can't pay back the loan, it's over collateralized, so you don't crash the whole market. Okay, so for example, ADA has a collateral factor of 70, meaning for every $100 worth of ADA, you can borrow up to $70. So it is over collateralized. All right. Horrible explanation. I know, I get it, but it's gonna get more better here in a minute. So this is Liqwid Finance, Liqwid Labs. If we take a look here, here's the roadmap. Now, apparently, according to the roadmap, guys, the main net should be out here in Q4 2021, so by the end of the year. Okay, they're still working on the external audit. They're still working on the test net. They're still working on the main net. Now, the LQ Fair token launch, we're going to get into that here in a minute. They're still working on the DAO, and they're still working on the community governance. So they're waiting for the Plutus application backend, like I had mentioned earlier in the video. That should be coming out towards the end of the year. Once that Plutus application backend comes online, we will see Liqwid shortly come online after that. Now let's get into the stuff that you guys care about, the triple yield. All right, so apparently, okay, now this isn't fully fleshed out just yet, but apparently we can make quadruple yield on our deposits on Liquid Finance. Now, what you would do, well, firstly, you would have your staked ADA that you could keep staked. You would then provide that ADA to the Liqwid protocol, which will allow you to get QADA tokens. Okay, now those QADA tokens also carry interest. All right, so not only are you getting staked ADA interest 5% a year, you're getting QADA interest based on the algorithmic protocol. So whatever the algorithm says the interest rate is, that's what you would be getting. You would automatically earn interest on that QADA. Now, you would take that QADA and you would stake it on the Liqwid protocol, and that QADA would give you LQ tokens. That's the governance token that we've been talking about. Now, if you guys have used yield farming or liquidity provision on Ethereum before, then you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about here. If you've never done it, if you've never provided liquidity before on Ethereum, then it's going to be kind of hard to follow me where I'm going with this. So I probably need to do a whole new video once this protocol comes out to show you guys how to do it. And then here, finally, these LQ tokens receive interest, an interest percentage of the borrow interest repaid. And not only that, there's a fifth way you could get yield on your LQ tokens. When you get your LQ tokens, there will be other third-party decentralized applications out there that you could stake your LQ tokens for to get more tokens. That's yield farming in a nutshell, guys. I know it was hard to follow, but if you guys have done this before on the Ethereum blockchain, you guys will understand what I'm talking about. Now, here is a better way to explain it. LQ tokens are rewarded to lenders who stake their Q tokens. Okay, now you get those Q tokens by providing liquidity. That's the only way you can get them. And then with those Q tokens, when you stake those Q tokens, you get LQ tokens, okay? Now these tokens are used for governance. These tokens are used for a lot of different things. Again, you can restake these LQ tokens on another third-party blockchain to get even more yield. So here's how it works, all right? 4x yield streams. Actually 5x, if you really think about it. So Liqwid lets you put your ADA to work to generate multiple yield streams in the most secure, easy to access user interface, blah, blah, blah. So you get the normal, regular ADA yield, which he said that you'll be able to, and I think this is going to come at a later update when we allow multi-staking. But you get your regular ADA, okay, so that's 5% yield on your ADA, number one. When you provide liquidity from your staked ADA that's still staying staked, you will get QADA, which also earns interest, okay? So QADA is pretty much like the debt. So like with over-collateralized loans, all right, in order to like facilitate those loans, you have to kind of play around with the debt. It's really hard to explain. I'll explain it. That's out of the scope of this video. So now, when you get these QADA tokens, it also gives you yield, but then you could also stake these QADA tokens for LQ tokens. Now, this is the liquidity, this is the governance, this is pretty much the big token on the block here. Once you get these LQ tokens, not only do you get staked LQ yields, but you could also take these LQ tokens and stake them somewhere else. I don't know where else right now. Okay, this is for the future, but you can stake these LQ tokens and gain even more interest. So you're gaining interest on top of interest on top of interest on top of interest on top of interest. All right. So I can't wait for this to come out. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be yield. There's going to be borrowing. There's going to be an insane amount of movement once Liqwid comes out. So I hope I explained this cool to you guys. I'm sure I stumbled and fumbled throughout it, but when it comes out, I'll probably do a whole video on how to navigate this a little bit better, along with all these other decentralized applications that I'm trying to show you guys. Let's take a quick look at the tokenomics. LQ tokens can be staked in the safety pool to earn a % of protocol revenue. Buyback and deflationary halving built in the LQ emission schedule to reward early protocol adopters. 70% of total LQ allocated for community distribution. And there's going to be a fair token launch. No ISO, no pre-sale, no VC funding. So the only way you could get LQ tokens is by providing liquidity or by using the protocol. All right. So Q4 2021, it should be on the main net, and we should start earning LQ tokens. All right, guys, I love you. Got a busy Sunday to get through. Don't let your memes be dreams. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow with the Vechain and Cardano updates. Love you guys. Bye.